The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set. 53, Mike. Heavy on the edges. Check nine.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Shoot. Undercross.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Here we go. 15 line. Kill. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's go, team. Spill. He's coming. Double up. Now.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that earlier.
Now Cohen. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rock it. Check three. Check 99. Hey, lock it. 5.
First down, a run with Cohen. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, let go. 51's the mic.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, watch the leg. Shoot.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The pass on second down. Intended for number 89. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defense, let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
53. Push him back. Push him back.
Haskins on 3rd down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Alert, alert.
Hey, high 7.
951, 951. So we got man.
2nd and 14. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go out.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the boot. You go tight.
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
This is Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the whip. Ready.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Squeeze, double.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
X3. 218, chopper.
Kill.
Check 50. Now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Coach down, defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get off the field.
Now back to throw. Completes it to Miller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the... Shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the blood. Motion, blood.
On second down, here's Haskins. They go screen. This is Ingram. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
You ain't going nowhere. Check the hot read. 25, what? Check 25.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Mike 45.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Leo. Deep river.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Orbit.
2nd and 9 now. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Ready. 10-2 soft.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready? Check, 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 check.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 2nd and 12, Haskins has got it to Ingram, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 30 base. Oh, you got deep? Let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Redskins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it till it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you said.
On the set. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready, ready. Set, ready, 90, wolf. Now. Come on, set, 50, plant. Right. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 61. Let's go. Set. 70 Indy. Blue draw. Leaf River. Leaf River. Ready, set, fire!
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Are you ready? Hit it.
Are you ready?
Get ready, fellas. Set up. 15 lining. 15 lining. Set up. Let's go. 18. Get it.
This be the green light. People want to know what Mace Posse and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where
Ready?
all the sun
60
rays
or.
legs off the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Dude.
Talk, pass to your receiver. About running the spot. And you know we got breath shows, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't
Let's go now.
Bring spin.
Let's go.
Star quizzes, stage plus final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joint. We